Good evening, everybody. This is Javier Reddy, lecturer in computer science, Javier Government Degree College, Satpalli. Language processors. Here, assembly language is machine dependent. At mnemonics that the being used in the represent instructions in it are not directly understandable by machine and high level languages in machine dependent. A computer understands instruction in machine code that is in the form of zeros and ones. It is tedious task to write a computer program directly in machine code. The programs are written mostly in high level languages like Java, C++, Python, etc. and are called source code. The source code cannot be executed directly by the computer and must be converted into machine language to execute it. Hence, a special translator SV system software is used to translate the program written in high level language into machine code is called language processor. In the program after translated into machine code, object program or subject code. Here assembler language processor is converted the high level machine code to understands the instruction to machine code that form of the zeros and ones. The translator transfers the data machine code. The programs are written in mostly the high level languages like Java, C++, Python are called as the source code. The source code cannot be executed directly. The computer must be converted into machine language to be executed. And the special translator system software is used to translate the program written in high level languages to machine code. This is the language processor. The language processor can be any of the following three types. The first one is compiler. Here, the language processor that reads the complete source program written in high level language as a whole in one go and translate it into a equivalent program in machine language is called as a compiler. For example, C and C++, C Hash and Java. Here, the compiler can reads the complete source program written in high level language, the whole program in one to translate it. The main program languages are C, C++, Java like that. In a compiler, the source code is translated to object code successfully. If it is free for errors, the compiler specifies the errors at the end of the completion with the line number when there are any errors in the source code. The errors must be removed before the compiler and successfully recompile the source code again. Here we write a program to execute the program. The compiler the source code translated in object code. Then in a compiler the whole program in a single the whole program executes at a single time. It displays the completion of the um, errors at the end of the completion of the um, with the line by line. If the program has a suppose the program has a 30 lines, the whole program compiles and the errors displays after completion of the compiling of the program. Then the errors displays at line number and error. It displays the every line number and error. Then the errors must be removed before the compiler can successfully complete the source code again. If the errors can be removed or no errors displayed, the complete the source code again. Here must remember that the whole program complete source program in the whole one go and translate it. Okay, single time it translates the whole program here in the compiler. Here source code high level language to compiler object code machine level language. Then assembler. The assembler is used to translate the program written in assembly language into machine code. The source program is input of assembler that contain assembly language instructions. The output generated by assembler in the object code or machine code understandable by the computer. Here source code, assembly language, assembler, object code, machine level language. Here source code, assembly language, assembler can convert as the machine language, that is object code. Here source code and object code. The assembly language can be translated as the machine level language. The assembler can translate the assembly language to machine level language. Here translator, then interpreter. The translation of single statement of a source program into machine code is done by language processor and execute it immediately before moving on. The next line is called an interpreter. Here interpreter can execute immediately line by line. If your one line is completed, the error displays in the statement. If the error is rectified, then it go to the next line. That is the interpreter. Here in this, an error is a statement in the interpreter terminates the translating process at the statement and displays an error message. The interpreter moves to the next line for execution only after removal of the error. If interpreter directly executes instructions written in a programming or scripting language without previously converting them to an object code or machine code. For example, Perl and Python. Here you see here interpreter. Interpreter is translate a single statement or source program to machine code is done by language processor and execute it immediately before moving a next line. If you take the program, if we have a translate to you want to translate the source code program to machine code, the execute the every line by line. If a line has an errors, it display the error statement and the interpreter terminates the translating process. Interpreter terminates the translating process, and if the error is rectified or removal of the error, then interpreter directly executes the instruction written in the program. If the error is removed, then the executes the next line and displays the errors. If no errors is displayed in the next line, it go to the another line, and line by line it is the interpreter done the translating process. This is the interpreter. Difference between compiler and interpreter. Here, compiler. A compiler is a program which converts the entire source code or a program language into executable machine code for a programming language into executable machine code for CPU. Here, the program language into executable machine code for a programming language into executable machine code for CPU. Here, interpreter takes a source program and runs it line by line, translating each line as it comes to do. Here, compiler takes a large amount of time to analyze the entire source code, but the overall execution time of a program is comparatively faster. Interpreter takes less amount of time to analyze the source code, but the overall execution time of the program is slower. Next, compiler generates the errors message only after scanning whole program. So debugging is comparatively hard as errors can be present anywhere written in the program. It is a debugging is faster. It is continuous translating in the program until the error is met. Generate intermediate object code. No intermediate object code is generated. The next example for C, C++. Here examples of Python or Perl. Okay, here we see again compiler and interpreter. Here compiler has a executable machine code to for CPU. Here translating each line as comes to do it. Compiler takes large amount of time to analyze the errors. Here it is a faster compiler. It is interpreter is a comparatively slow to compare with the compiler. Then here the whole program scans the once in compiler, interpreter checks the line by line until the error is met. Here compiler can generates the intermediate object code. The no object code is generated by the interpreter. Here compiler can done in the languages, for example C, C++, Java. Here Python or Perl. Next, here we see in the compiler a language processor. Here language processor depends on the memories, depends on the computer understand the instruction by the machine code. The machine code from zeros and ones. Here we see the compiler, interpreter. Okay, first compiler we seen already. Then here assembler. Here assembler is used to translate the program written in a assembly language into machine code. Assembler can do the translate the language into machine code. The source program is input of assembler that contain assembly language instructions. The output generates by assembler in the object code or machine code understandable by the computer. Here we see the here machine level language, assembly language to machine level language, here source code to object code. The assembler can translate the source code to object code. The difference between multi-programming and multitasking. The multiprogramming and multitasking are the operating system concepts. CPU is a super fast device and keeping it occupied for a single task is never a good idea. Considering the hug difference between CPU speed and I/O speed, input output speed, many concepts like multiprogramming, multitasking, multi-threading, etc. have been introduced to make better utilization of the CPU. Here, multiprogramming, multitasking, or multi-threading are used to make better utilization of the CPU. CPU is also a super fast device and keeping the occupy the single task is a never good idea. It is an multitasking and multi-threading or multi-programming are the related to operating system concepts. Here, multiprogramming. Multiprogramming increases the CPU utilization by organizing job, code and data so that the CPU always have one to execute. The idea is to keep multiple jobs in main memory. If one job gets occupied with I/O, CPU can be assigned to another job. Here, multiprogramming, we see the job 1, job 2, job 3, operating system, memory, partitions. Here, multiprogramming means multiple programs utilized by the organized by the CPU. Here, CPU always have one to execute. The idea to keep multiple jobs in main memory. The job gets occupied with the I/O. The CPU can be assigned to another job. Here, multiprogramming in a memory partitions, one job is occupied to executing, the another job is waiting. But here, one job is executed, then the job 1 is go to the I/O stream and the second job 2 is to execute. Then when the job 2 is executing, automatically job 2 is go to the I/O stream and the job 3 is executing, ready to execute. Then this is the multi-programming here. Then multitasking is a logical extension of multi-programming. In multitasking system, the CPU executes multiple jobs by switching among them, typically using a small time quantum, and the switching occurs so frequently so the user can be interact with each program while that is running. Here, multitasking, operating system, Paint, Excel, email, CPU. In a multitasking processing, multitasking, one operating system can execute at a time multiple tasks like Paint, email, or Excel, or any audio or anything can be processed at a time the operating system and CPU. Here, multi-programming and multitasking system, the CPU executes multiple jobs by switching among them, typically using a small time quantum, and the switching occurs so frequently the user can interact with each program to it running. Here, the number of programs, number of tasks can be executed, processed at the same time. It is a small gap, it is a small break or a small time of quantum, just a small time of quantum. The programs can be all processes can be executed at the operating system or CPU. Here, multitasking. Then the difference between multitasking and multi-programming. The both these concepts are for a single CPU. The both are the single CPU. Both the concepts are used by the single CPU. Here, multi-programming concepts are context switching as used. Context switching used. Here, concept of context switching and time sharing is used. In multitasking, concept of context switching and time sharing is used. Here, in multi-programming programmer system, the operating system simply switches to and execute another job when current job needs to wait. Here, multi-programming a system simply switching to execute another job when the current job needs to wait. The here programming system, the operating system simply switches to execute another job when current job need to wait. If we want to execute the another job, the current job is to be wait. The process is typically used in time sharing mode. Switching happens when either allowed to time expires where the reason of current process need to wait. Example, process need to do I/O. Here, multi-program increase CPU utilization by organizing jobs. Here, multi also increases CPU utilization. It is also increases. Okay, here both multitasking and multi-programming, both the CPU utilization is increases. The here multi-programming, the idea of to reduce the CPU idle time for a long as possible. Here, multi further extend the CPU utilization concept by increasing responsiveness time sharing. Here, using the multitasking, using the time sharing, and then the multiprocessing. Here, then the next topic is multiprocessing. Multiprocessing refer to the ability of the system to support more than one processor at the same time. Here, in the multiprogramming and multitasking, only single CPU. Here, multiprocessing is the multiple CPUs. Say, application in the multiprocessing system are broken a smaller routines that run independently. The operating system allocates these threads to be processor, improving performance of the system. Here, multiprocessing is the system that is the in the multiprocessing system uses the number of processors can be used at this number of CPUs can be used at the same time. The jobs allocated to different CPUs to different applications. This is the multi-processing. Then the here we see again we see multi-programming. Here multi-programming means the utilization of the CPU is better than the maximum utilization of the CPU. Then here multi-programming means a number of job can be allotted to the system. Number of jobs can be allotted to the system. The CPU, the number of jobs can be allotted to the system and it executed in the main memory, multiple jobs in the main memory. If one job gets occupied with the CPU can be assigned to another job. This is multi-programming. We have a number of jobs. If one job is executed, if they occupied with I/O, the CPU again can be assigned to the another job. Job by job it is executed. Here multitasking can be executed multiple task systems. Here multiple tasks can be executed. Multiple tasks means suppose you can use the email or Excel sheet or audios or anything the operating system can be processes and the CPU can be processed. Okay, here then difference between multi-programming and multitasking. The multi-programming and multitasking can be used a single CPU. The context switching is used here multi-programming. The context switching and the time sharing can be used here multitasking. In multi-programming system, the operating system simply switching to the execute another job. Here, the time sharing mode can be switching happen when the either allotted time expires or where there are a reason for current process and need to wait. For suppose here multitasking, we have a first job, then job 2, job 3, job 4. If your first job is processor, the time is given for 2 seconds per suppose. If the job is completed within the 2 seconds, go to the next job. If the job is not completed in the 2 seconds, job 1 is waiting and job 2 is processing starts. Then job 2 is completed within the 2 seconds. That's time limit 2 seconds. If the time the process is not completed, then the job 2 is also waiting and job 3 is processed. Then job 3 is completed within the 2 seconds. Then go to the first job and executes the first job, process the first job. Here that is the time sharing can be used. Here multi-programming increase CPU utilization. The same it is utilized by here. Also multitasking can be increase the utilization of the CPU. The idea of is reduced in CPU ideal time. Here also it reduce the CPU utilization time. Then multiprocessing means at the same time one processor can do one job and the number of processor can be do the number of processors. Then the time sharing. An operating system is basically a collection of software that manage computer hardware resources, provides common services to computer program. Operating system is a crucial component of the system software in a computer system. The time sharing operating system is one of the important type of operating system. The time sharing enables many people located at various terminals to use a particular computer system at the same time. Multitasking or time sharing system is to logically execution of a multi-programming process. Time of sharing among multiple users simultaneously is um, termed as time sharing. Here a time sharing system can be type of one type of the operating system. Many people located in the various systems, various terminals uses the particular operating system. Many people, many terminals can be used a particular operating system in the same time. Multitasking or time sharing system is logically execution of multi-programming processes. Time at sharing here multi-programmings can be shared among multiple users simultaneously. Term as time sharing. Here, number of persons can be used. Same operating system in different locations. The operating system can be shared. The operating system can be time to time or time sharing. We allotted the different locations in different locations. The time sharing can be utilized in different places. Okay. Uh, the main difference between the time sharing system and multi-programmed batch system is the case of multi-programmed batch system. The object is maximize processing use, whereas time sharing system the objective of the minimize response time. Multiple jobs are implemented by the CPU by switching between them, but the switches occurs in the frequently so the user can receive an immediate response. For example, a transaction process, the processor execute each program in a short burst of quantum of computation, that is, if n users are present, then each user can get a time quantum. Whenever the user submits the command, the response time is few seconds at most. The operating system uses CPU scheduling and multiprogramming can provide each user with a small portion of a time. Computer systems which were designed primarily as batch system have been modified to time sharing system. Advantages of time sharing system. It provides the advantages of quick response. This type of operating system avoids duplication of softwares. It reduces CPU idle time. Reduces the CPU idle time. Disadvantage of the time sharing operating system. Here, time sharing has a problem of reliability. Next one, question of security of integrity of user programming. The data can be raised. Then problem of data communication occurs. Here, problem of data communication is to be occurred. And thank you.